Now, Eamon, you promised our dealers that we would go into the features a little bit more in depth. So why don't we start with the Flex In and go into a little bit more details on exactly what those features offer. I actually have one on the table here with me as well.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, so Flex, it does 4K UHD up to 30 frames per second. Okay. It's HDMI input, so it's got a little HDMI input on here. You get our free audio intercom system called Comms, so you can plug a headset in here. We have headsets, or you can just use any 4-wire headset that supports TRS.
Eamon, I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm going to have our camera come in nice and close on the product itself, so I can show some of these inputs while you're walking us through the product.
Oh, cool. Okay, right. Awesome. Yeah, so you've got the audio intercom, so plug a headset in and you can join a comms group over NDI. The RS232, so we'll be selling a separate cable for like, I think it's $14.95, which will do PDC control. So this will go from 2.5 mil to male RJ45, and then that will give you the PDC control. Then on the other side, of course, we have the exciting stuff like NDI with PoE and PoE Plus. We have DC power output, so we'll be selling some accessory cables for that. But it's just a standard DC power output, and then we can go to things like DTAP or maybe like a Sony A7S or Sony A7 series camera, things like this. Then we have DC in, of course, as well, so it comes with a power supply if you need it, and yeah, HDMI. Then you've got Halo Tally on the top, and it's nice and compact. So that's the first one. That's Flex In.
Yep. And now the second one, we have the Flex Out.
Flex Out, basically the same thing, except it goes NDI output. So this is the NDI decoder. This doesn't have the extra PoE in there. We sort of figured that it didn't need it because this will most likely sit behind monitors and things like that. You don't need extra power output if you're just doing NDI decos. This doesn't have the additional PoE circuitry, but yeah, that's the low cost HDMI 4K decoder.
Now we should tell our dealers that the In and the backpack are in stock here in the US at Broadfield, but that the Out, the decode model, is going to be shipping in just a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll be honest, we got sick of waiting, so this will be shipping in September.
Okay.
And we didn't want to hold back the launch to September for the other guys. We got sick of waiting. We're very impatient over here, so yeah. So we decided to launch. We decided to launch without it, but that's like a month or two away. It's really close. I think they're actually in production now. So
that's great. I'll take 2 out of 3 any day, especially for a product this exciting. Which brings me to the model that I'm really most excited about, just because of how unique it is, which I think is a great testament to BirdDog's product design. So kudos to that.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, this has been something that we've had kicking around in our head for a long, long time, actually. So we probably came up with the idea for this more than 2 years ago. But you know, things take time. So yeah, this is similar to the the Flex in that it's a NDI encoder. It has all the same features as the Flex In. The difference is obviously the battery output. So that is a full powered connector. So you can plug it into production monitors, you know, little monitor recorders like the Ninja 5. We've done some testing with this guy and we've been able to record ProRes, power the monitor at full brightness and encode NDI all at the same time using a single cable. And yeah, so that's really exciting, but it works with any monitor. So small HD, as long as it's got the Sony NP style battery connector, then it will work. So there's, you know, literally hundreds of different monitors out there, from low cost options right through to really high end options. So